This guy, he is hard to corral.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A.J. Brown, 60 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Marino to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. KC's offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Marino sets up. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Marino.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The last
last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and a yard.
Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And off comes to Peterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Marino will look to throw on first. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now it's Marino. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And still fighting. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Marino.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Marino's second down throw incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here we go again with Marino.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They give it to Peterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and a yard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That throw by Marino incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third down, Marino. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL...
Adrian Peterson. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! Adrian Peterson, 59 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Lockett the return. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Now Marino. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Marino on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Marino. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on deep.
And Marino cannot get away. He goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Marino.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, "God."
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
Lockett the return.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First down, Marino. It's caught, block it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
To throw is Marino.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right?
Adrian Peterson off to the races.
Inside the 20.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
Lockett the return.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
One last shot for Marino. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.